Early reviewer program. Here's some things on it. I love the early reviewer program because it is Amazon letting you pay to get reviews. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we both know that Amazon does not allow you to pay to get reviews. Holy shit, it's all over the news. You can't pay to get reviews. You can't give an incentive to get a review. That's against Amazon's terms of service. But lo and behold, what do we find? We find that Amazon's got its own program called the Early Reviewer Program. Oops, I should change my screen. The Early Reviewer Program that allows us to do exactly that. So let me explain how this works. So it is $60 US, 66 including tax, to set up the Early Reviewer Program. And what that enables you to do is Amazon will then approach people on your behalf and offer them an incentive to leave a review for you and your product. Now that incentive is quite small. It's usually like a $3 Amazon gift card or something like that. But Amazon will do that for you. And Amazon for $60 will strive to get you up to 5 reviews. Now they don't promise or guarantee 5 reviews, but it's up to 5 reviews, okay? Which I love. Now Amazon is also sneakily, this is intel for you. Amazon is also experimenting with a beta program where for $1,000 they will get you 30 reviews. Consider that for a second, and consider the outright manipulation of its own terms of service involved with that. But Amazon is allowed to do what the hell they want, of course. It is their business, and so be it. But for $60 they will get you your first 5 reviews, and that first is important. If you've already got over 5 reviews, you cannot enroll in the Early Reviewer Program. It's only to get you your first reviews. That's the idea about it. Because Amazon knows that I think it's either 3.5 or 4 times, one of those. Let's say it's 3.5. You are 3.5 times more likely to make sales if you've got some reviews. If you've got 1 review, for instance, you're 3.5 times more likely to continue making sales. So Amazon's got all the data, and that's what Amazon said. So it's important that you get reviews. So it's a way that you can do that. Here's some things for that. This is only available in the US of A, so it's only a USA thing, and not available anywhere else. So it's not available in Australia, for instance. So you've got to use my other strategies here in Oz. But in the USA, it's really good. And let me just show you a couple of the reviews. So I've got 4 reviews so far for that particular product. Let's just go open them. You are not in control of how good the review gets. So that was a 5-star review. Thank you very much. 5-star review. Thank you very much. 4-star review. Okay, thanks. The shake I've been waiting for, 5-star review. But I've heard of early reviewers giving 1-star reviews. Okay, so it does happen, and you're not in control of it. So I encourage you, if you are selling in Australia, to sign up for the early review, in the USA, to sign up for the early review program. If you are not in the USA selling, then just continue doing what I've taught you to do, which is to get your reviews either through friends of friends or through my Upwork strategy, which also works very, very well. So just on that, so that's the Amazon Early Review Program. I hope that explains it for you. It's dead easy to do. You just go into advertising, Early Reviewer Program. It's just there. Hopefully you can see that. And then just sign up for it, enroll in program. You pay $60 and then they get to work for you, okay? That's how it works. And they've got a year to get you your 5 reviews. And it's up to 5 reviews. Okay, so there's that. So I told you as well about this beta program that they're doing as well for 30 reviews. Now, for me, that is interesting because what that tells me is two things. There are two in pricing psychology. Let's go back a bit. In pricing psychology, there are things called price break points, and these are psychological points where people feel very, very happy paying up to them. So that's why you'll often see things that are sold at $9.95, $14.95, $19.95, $24.95, $29.95, $39.95, etc., etc. There's price break points, okay? So they're an interesting psychology around pricing strategy. Well, it turns out the same is true for reviews as well. So when it comes to leaving reviews and doing sales on Amazon, it's important to get at least 5 reviews on your Amazon listing. Definitely before you turn on any paid advertising, which is something I've spoken about at length before. So you at least want 5 reviews. Now, why do we know it's 5? That's because Amazon tells us they think 5 reviews are important. So they tell us that, so we know the data tells us 5 reviews. But now we've got this new thing with 30 reviews, what they're going to get for $1,000 for you, which is in beta. And that tells us something else. So then that's the next price break or review break point. $9.95, $14.95, $19.95, 5 reviews, 30 reviews. So tells us some interesting information about the product. So for me, looking at competing products now, and this is just going to get a little bit geeky, but stick with me. When I'm looking at competing products, I'm now looking at reviews, the number of reviews, and considering them in light of that break point that Amazon has clearly said that there is, or they haven't said it explicitly, but they clearly think there are those review break points because that's the number of reviews that they're offering to get in this beta program, and we have to assume they've looked at the data and the data tells them it's 30. So anything less than 30 reviewers is fair game for me, for any competition that I'm going after, and not just for the top spot. So let's have a look here, for instance. So here, this is a very, very competitive keyword, vitamin C serum. But there's lots of different amounts of reviews. So 1,300 reviews, 165 reviews, 94 reviews, 927 reviews, etc., etc., etc. And notice you can be in page 1, position number, position number 6 with 113 reviews, or position number 7 with 152 reviews. Well, position 6 and position 7 are still valuable positions on a search term like this. So they're still worth going after. Are you going to be able to compete with the Amazon's choice there? 1,800 reviews? Not immediately, no, although in time you probably could. But this now tells us that this is still an interesting category. If you can get to P6 or P7 with their reviews and still beat out those reviews, that still makes it an interesting thing to go after for you. So for me, look at that, 16 reviews. That's very easy to get to. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.